Welcome, and thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy this video, we invite those of you who haven't yet done so, to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification icon, to be notified when the next one is uploaded. We appreciate all comments, whether positive or negative, because it is very important to ventilate both sides of any issue. All we ask is that you observe the YouTube community guidelines. We'd like to urge those of you who haven't yet done so, to sign our online petition for an inquiry into the BBC and Channel 4's coverage of Lewis Hamilton and Abu Dhabi. A link has been provided in the description. If you are on X, then please repost our tweet. Thank you. To start with, we need to address a recurring issue in the comments section, in respect of those who are piqued about the way Sir Lewis appears to allow Toto and others to mess with him at will. Since we started this channel in 2021, we have come to understand exactly why. To set the scene, we would like to ask if anyone can come up with any media outlet that is neutral or pro-Lewis. Please name them in the comments section. Also, if you can come up with anyone in the paddock, F1 or FIA, who called out Abu Dhabi, or any of the myriad of infractions that have targeted him directly since then, please list them in the comments section. So, against this backdrop, you should be able to understand that if he were to start pushing back at any of his legion of detractors, it will simply enable or validate them, and take away from his chi, energy, or whatever you care to call it. That's what Still I Rise is all about. He rises above it all, so he can channel all his energy into his driving, and does his talking on the track, like he has been doing so effectively. Back in 2016, the British media went into a frenzy when he reacted to their attack on his social media. Coincidentally, this was the year in which Toto, who when he was pretending to be a friend, probably became aware of how important it was for Sir Lewis to be able to rise above it all, used that knowledge to have a go himself. The GOAT kept his head down and did all he could on track, including disobeying team orders to back Nico into the chasing pack, in the season finale in Abu Dhabi. Mercedes thereby provided the template that others would revert to in their desperation to unseat the GOAT. The GOAT learned his lesson about the Wolf, but Mercedes had the best car, so he soldiered on to win 4 more titles. After the 2016 style shenanigans, from the Dutch Dick Dastardly and his motley crew during the 2021 season,
this year, the outbursts of fake outrage by the Red Bull trio, referenced in Faking It with FIA, have been heating up the F1 universe and polarizing communities to unprecedented levels.
He fought back to win his 8th, and we all saw what their desperation forced them to do. We also saw what Toto and Mercedes did, and how Sir Lewis cut him and the rest of the world off, until he was ready to rise again. During last year's contract negotiations, Toto and Mercedes made their positions very clear, but Sir Lewis outmaneuvered them with his record-breaking Ferrari deal this year. This prompted all the unadulterated shenanigans from the Deutsch Dick Dastardly and his motley crew all of this season, but he fought back from 10 places down to overtake his teammate last week, because they thought he was so far behind, they didn't need to mess with his car. Can you imagine how they will be feeling at that season-ending display? The simple fact is, as long as he's above all their scheming, they can't touch him. For them to be able to touch him and bring him down to their level, he has to engage. So, the GOAT is and has been taking care of business. In this video, we will show how he has used his social media to take care of business with Toto and show exactly how he feels about him. We have reviewed both their digital footprints and found conclusive evidence of what he really thinks about his soon-to-be ex-team principal. Sir Lewis has the biggest digital footprint in Formula One, which dwarfs that of the sport itself, and he is known for speaking out directly through his multiple platforms. Toto, on his part, has little or no personal social media but speaks extensively through third parties. He has left his digital footprints all over the place, going from one anti-Lewis lamestream media outlet to another, to either damn him with faint praise or damn him directly. At the beginning of the season, he claimed he and Sir Lewis were not divorced as friends, but he was pleased to let him go, because he was past his shelf life, and he saved himself the unpleasantness of having to tell him that he wanted to end the relationship. He has criticized his age, cognitive sharpness, driving style, loyalty, value, and anything else that his spiteful mind could come up with. The fact that he is allowed to portray himself as a friend without any pushback from the lamestream media tells you everything about the environment that Sir Lewis is operating in. Toto, his wife, and Mercedes, who have done little or nothing to push back against this toxicity, and have periodically dabbled openly in it themselves, have recently festooned their digital footprints with praise for Sir Lewis, in the run-up to and after Abu Dhabi. All available Mercedes platforms are decorated with thank you messages and covert attempts by the team to attach themselves to his legacy. Slogans like "Every dream needs a team," and "The Lewis legacy is Mercedes' legacy," smack of a team desperate to attach itself to the legacy of the driver they didn't want as an ambassador. The irony of Toto's quote is obviously lost on him, because why deny an ambassadorship to someone whose legacy is tied to yours? Their digital footprints are just as tied as their legacy, and it was through that connection that we were able to uncover Sir Lewis's strong condemnation of Toto on his social media. As mentioned earlier, the GOAT is renowned for speaking through his multiple platforms. For example, he signaled the positive energy between him and his future Ferrari teammate by posting a picture of both of them posing together with their dogs. That picture was posted on both their Instagram accounts. Most recently, he posted a selfie with the Kuala Lumpur team in the background on his Facebook, and that same picture appeared on the Mercedes Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. Bono is pictured on his Instagram, and there is a group picture with the Mercedes F1 team excluding Toto, on his Twitter. What we have not been able to find on any of his recent social media posts is any picture of him and Toto. No repost or acknowledgement of the thank you messages from either Susie or her husband. None of the pictures of him and Toto that we can see that Mercedes tagged him on are featured on his social media. Yes, you heard that right. He has not reposted any of the pictures of him and Toto that we can see that he has been tagged on. The only places where you will find any pictures of Sir Lewis and Toto together are on the Mercedes homepage, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Now why is that? Why is it that, with Toto and his wife proclaiming their gratitude and everything they can, on every platform that they can find, or through any lamestream media outlet in search of a Lewis Hamilton clickbait, there has been no response from the GOAT? Not even an archive picture from the time before 2016. I cannot recall an instance of one man calling another friend, as often as Toto calls Sir Lewis friend, yet not one picture or comment on the GOAT's social media in response, acknowledgement, corroboration, or confirmation of that friendship. If that public snub is not a strong statement of condemnation, please let us know what is, in the comment section. Forza Ferrari.